So now that you have your panels done here, what we're going to do is test them. So to test it, I'm just going to use my Arduino for a power source. So I have my Arduino connected up, plugged in, and you can see that the power lights are lighting. And then I have two jumper wires, one that I have connected into the 5 volts, which I'm using the red one here so you can distinguish, and then black one, ground or negative. Okay, now keep in mind that when we built this thing, we were connecting all of our negatives together on our panels. So this is negative. These are all the negatives of the LEDs, negatives and negatives. And all of the positives of every leg of each LED in that column is connected together as well. And they're connected to this end of the resistor. So if I wanted to light this LED, I would need to connect a negative to the leg, and I would connect the positive to here, and then this LED would light. If I wanted to light this LED up here, then I would need to connect the negative so that the LED has a negative, and I would connect again the positive to here, which would go through the resistor all the way up and connect to positive of the LED. Okay, so let's test these out and touch the negative to this. Okay, and I can light up that LED. Now, if I just jump down, I can light up the next one and test it. Touch here. Now, you got to make sure you're only touching the positive to down here, because otherwise, if you touch anywhere else, you risk damaging the LED. Okay, so all 4 of those worked. Whoops, all 4 of those worked up there. Then you can jump down, touch the negative to the next row, and make sure that each one of those individually lights. And you'll do that for each one of the rows of LEDs. If there's any one that is not working, you'll need to look closely, make sure that you have the LED soldered where it needs to be. If it is soldered where it needs to be, make sure that you have the positive and negative of the LED connected properly. If it doesn't light, now is the time to cut it out and try and solder a new one in. And however that happens, that's kind of up to you. So you'll just keep going, take each one of you, connect it up, and just run through and test all of the LEDs like that. Okay. Verify that every single one of the LEDs on all 4 of your panels are working before you move on to the next step.